Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Nettie and today's video is gonna be another kitchen video or cooking video, whatever you want to call it. Not that I want to make a cooking series now, but it just happened. Okay. Today I'm making strawberry jam, and I saw one of my friends posted on Facebook that she had made jam with honey as a sweetener, you know? Usually you would add just like regular sugar or anything like that. So she added honey to hers and I was like, yes, I want to try that, I need to try that. And I asked her for this recipe and she sent me the recipe, and I saw that I needed this one certain ingredient that I didn't have. Neither do my local stores have that ingredient, so I thought I would have to order that online. And I talked to my sister yesterday and told her that what I hadn't planned, and she was like, hey, may I send you this recipe? And I was like, yes, send me any recipe that you have. So she sent me this link for this strawberry jam that she made herself, and it was like from a link from on Pinterest. And it did not have any that kind of special ingredient that I need to have, you know? So it's just like, I will have the recipe, that link, in the description down below, so go check it out yourself. But you will see further along how it goes. So today's video is about strawberry jam, making strawberry jam. So that's what I'm doing today. Earlier this morning I went up to the strawberry field to pick strawberries. I picked two 1 gallon pails of strawberries, so I guess that would make 2 gallons of strawberries that I picked. And right now I'm just washing them and cutting them into 1/2-inch pieces, and then we'll go from there. Alright friends, it has been a minute. I was on call with my mom, so I didn't film the other stuff while I was making this. I'm just gonna kind of tell you what I did. I used a Granny Smith apple. It's those green apples, you know. I peeled it and grated it, and then I added into my strawberries here, 1/2-inch cut strawberries. I added my grated apple in here, and I added 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then it called for 3 cups of sugar. So that's where I had a problem. Well, not exactly a problem, but I added honey instead of sugar, so it called for 3 cups of sugar, and I added 2 cups of honey. So later on I'll be taste testing, see if it's sweet enough. And yeah, so I've got my jars ready over here. I washed them before, and they're just kind of sitting in the hot water in my canner. And this is the strawberry thing is cooking over here. I'm constantly stirring so it's not gonna burn, you know. So it's kind of chunky. It said to mash with a potato masher, and that's what I did. And for myself, I don't mind if it's chunky. I like the strawberries. Oh, love the strawberries. And this jam is gonna only be for me. My husband, he doesn't eat strawberries, you know, so I don't need to worry about him, you know. Not to roast him or anything, but this is all for myself. And not to sound selfish either, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so I'm constantly stirring this so it's not gonna burn. I don't know how long I have to cook this. The recipe says I have to put 2 plates into the freezer, which I already did before starting all of this. So the plates are gonna be very nice and cold. So once this has been cooking, it says it needs to be until needs to get to a rolling boil. Yeah, rolling boil. Once it's still there, I'll test it on the plate to see if it's thick enough. And if not, then I need to cook it some more. So anyway, I'm gonna show you this thing here. So this is the strawberry thingy that I have over here. As you can see, it's kind of chunky. I'm kind of mashing it over here with my scraper thing as it's boiling. And hopefully it will get mashed more than it is already. But anyway, let's get to boiling. After some time, this is how it looks. Does this count as a rolling boil? You see that? I don't know. I think I'm about to test if this is thick enough, and we shall see. Now the recipe said these plates, this one is the one that I had in the freezer, to stick 2 of them in the freezer before starting this whole process. And then now I should take a teaspoon and put it on here, or maybe a little more. Let me show y'all. So this, and then I'll stick this back into the freezer for another minute or 2, and then slide my finger through it, and if it separates, then it's thick enough. And if not, then throw this back in there and cook for another 3 minutes or so. So we shall see. I'll show y'all. Okay, so this has been in the freezer for a minute or so. Now let's try this. I'm just supposed to slide my finger through. So it's not quite separating. I need to cook that a few minutes long. Taste test plate number 2. That is looking good. I think this is done. This is how it's looking right now. Already turned the burner off. I think it's done. Ready to be put in the jars. Let's get to it. I don't have a funnel or anything, I do it the old-fashioned way. Put the jar in here. And you always want to make sure the top is clean so that way it can seal nicely. So now that they're all cleaned and wet from the outside, let's put them back into the canner and let them water bath for about 10 minutes. So somehow I managed to take them out. I used this thing. And then I realized that I could just take them out like that. Those are some leftover strawberries from earlier. I'm not very happy about how the jars are looking. Like, they look dirty. I think that's because of the water that I'm using. But that's okay. So they started sealing already, so hopefully they will all seal nicely, and we shall see how they will be tomorrow. tomorrow. So now I have to let them sit like this for 24 hours. Alright guys, it's a few days later. The jam has been sitting well over 24 hours. I just washed the jars. They were a little dirty. I figured out it was from the water that we have. If I would have added a little vinegar, it would have kept my jars very nice and cleaned. So yeah, I just cleaned them with a little water and scrubbing. So now they're nice and cleaned. So now let's go taste test the jam. Let's see if it's best friend worthy. Alright guys, taste test time. I've got my toast over here. I've got my jam, the jar that got about half full. So let's taste test, yeah? It's very nice and thick. Let's see how it's spreading. Ooh, that looks good. Hardly wants to stay on the knife. Is that too thick? If it does that? I don't know. Also, I don't like my jam to be runny and very thin, then it gets everywhere. There, nice layer of jam, strawberry jam. Now let's taste it. That's pretty good. You can't taste the apple. And you cannot taste the honey. You would say this is like just normal strawberry jam. Wow, I'm impressed. I gotta make more of this. This is good. Y'all, if you like strawberry jam, go make yourself some of this. Make it, if you're interested, I'm saying if you're interested into a more healthier kind of jam, go make it with the green apple and use honey as a sweetener. And there you have it. Very simple and easy, does not take a whole day. Well, I mean, I guess if you would make lots and lots, then it would probably take a whole day. But I only did like, how many jars is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jars and then half of this. So it's not a lot because it's only me in this house that's gonna eat this. And of course the guest, I'll have it for them as well if they like strawberry jam. But anyway, so I have the link for the recipe down in the description box. Go check it out for yourself. And yeah, if you are interested in trying it, let me know, and I would love to hear how it how it turns out for you and if you like it, or if you can taste any of the green apple or the honey or anything. So I would love to hear your feedback.